enterprise application development platform using low-code technology. Mid-sized or smaller organizations will instantly recognize this common problem. There's a critical business process that needs to be automated. However, IT finds that there's no product that fits that need. It's too complex to build internally, and custom outsourcing is risky, and budgets are not there. Functional teams consider it important, yet management says we have to live with what we have. The net result is opportunities are lost and core operations are effective, and one is highly inefficient. The reason for this is essentially because enterprise applications are complex, risky, and expensive to build ground up. The Stragiliti low-code platform changes this. Custom projects, which typically take 20% months, now takes only 4% months. That's like 1/5 the effort. Conventional proof of concepts, where you need semi-working applications, which typically take 2 months, can now take 2 days. And now you have and can demonstrate quickly what you need. The Stragiliti platform essentially automatically generates most of the code required in building an application. So you can model the application using Creator, and it automatically generates 85% to 90% or sometimes more. And then you use this essentials and power utilities to model the behavior of the application during usage, configure things, change things as you use. We can also use all these delivery accelerators. These are reference process value chains applications to accelerate delivery, and a lot of tools and facilities to ensure that you can deliver much faster over and above what you can do by automatic generation. The net result is effort is far lower, 5 to 20 times less, speed is faster, costs are lower, quality is better, and most importantly, your outcome is almost certain because you can keep iterating to get to where you want to be. Stragility is proven. We have users in over 40 countries across application types, across verticals, being used by mid-sized, small, and startups. You have a lot more logos, case studies, and testimonials on our website, www.stragility.net. We'll now dive into a quick demonstration of Stragility. We'll show you first an application that was generated using Stragility. This is one of our products. It's for objectives and key results. And what you're seeing here are standard panels that can be configured. We have alerts where one can drill down into important things that are for users when logs in. One can see all the menu options and reports that are available. And then one can dive into specific screens where you can create or modify or view or pick up records that are already there or export records. All these features come automatically. That means you model them and you can generate them. And now you have working applications that are almost ready to be used. Now, how do we do this? Let us show how we model such an application. One can have two options. One is you use this creator tool, or one can model the application using spreadsheets. Those who are more familiar with Stragility can use spreadsheets. But this is the one where you can start with, which, here's a user who's setting up 3 projects. We'll dive into the travel and expense project where there are multiple modules. And let's pick one of the modules among the 5. In this case, let's pick the travel request module. And in the travel request module, one can then dive into the details of it. Notice that the details are all specified in English. You don't code these parts of the application. And then you break down into sections, or you break down into process elements, and then you use this space to generate out the applications. Here you notice that values that you want the application to behave is all modeled, and that is used for generating the application. Once you generate the application, you have to configure it. And here is some of the functions available to configure the application. Typically, things like defining users, defining roles, defining menus, defining alerts are all done using these utilities. So they're all grouped into this section called application management utilities or power utilities. And these can be used to configure the application for regular use. In case you want to also configure for adaptation, both initially as well as when you go down the line, take for example, you want to configure a workflow where the approval routing is set up. Initially, you may have only one person approving, and then you could have more than one approving a particular process, or the people who are approving changes. Those things can be configured using these event workflows that are set up. You have a lot of other features also available for configuring rules, how the screen behaves in the front end as well as in the server side of things. There's a rule engine available where you can specify all these using English-like terms. We should mention that there's still a small portion of the application, a very small portion of the application where one has to code. Usually these are for complex business rules, or even if you want a custom UI, let's say you're not too happy with the standard user interface that's provided with the application, you want something special. So here, for example, is a case where a customer wanted a special user interface over and above a standard user interface. And this is how that application looks like. This is the standard demo version of that application which the customer used. This is meant for biotechnology labs to use and share bioimages that are used. And here is a demo of that application. Over and above this generation and configuring, we have a number of reference process value chains. These are working applications where you can, use it for small functions in various departments, typically the ones that are not yet automated. So these could be used to kickstart the way you're using Stragiliti. And if you're building a larger project, the applications provided here, for example, to specify applications or to manage work by your teams or to contract and track how projects are being delivered. We have a bunch of SaaS applications typically used by tech service providers to deliver Stragiliti-based projects as well as other projects. What's important is all these reference applications and products are all built using Stragiliti itself. So now it's possible to do what you could not do before. You can now improve operational efficiencies, release bottlenecks, eliminate waste, make your workplace enjoyable, delight your customers, improve cash flow. It's all possible now with Stragiliti. You can either be a end user organization, you can contact us, or if you're a tech service provider that's providing solutions to customers, get in touch with us. We can collaborate to deliver and solve problems for customers together. Do visit us at this website, stragiliti.net, and these are our contact details. Send us a mail or give us a call, and you can find more details on our website.